video for you guys on the power of makeup. So makeup is something that, we all use to make ourselves feel a little bit better about ourselves. It's something we use to help cover any imperfections that might make us feel self-conscious. And I know for me, I do have a lot of issues with my skin that do make me feel self-conscious, and makeup does make me feel better. So I wanted to share with you guys one of the reasons I'm doing the Power of Makeup video inspired by Nikki Tutorials and Patrick Starr is because I have a, I don't know if you want to call it a cosmetic / medical type issue regarding my skin that does make me feel very self-conscious. So I, like all women, you start getting little whiskers on your chin or the little mustache hairs that we all get waxed. Well, when I was in my early teens, I actually started getting little whiskers earlier than, some women might. And my little whiskers then turned into a bunch of chin hairs. Now, I've always had very long sideburns. And my sideburns usually grow like down to here, and I've kind of recently shaved them off a little bit. But unfortunately, those sideburns and chin hair just started multiplying at a vast amount and growing down my neck. Why am I slouching? Growing down my neck a little bit. So unfortunately, I do grow, I hate to say the word, but I do grow a beard. And it sucks. And I've gone to the doctor. I've had all sorts of medical tests done. And all my levels in my body are fine. Estrogen, testosterone, everything is totally fine. And it's been like this since I was a young girl. And unfortunately, it's just something I have to deal with. I've had laser hair removal done before. It worked pretty darn good for about 9 months. And then the hair started coming back again. I got it done for about 6 months, and then after that 6 months, no hair grew back for about 3 months. I was supposed to go in and get some touch-up work done, and I didn't because the hair hadn't come back. Then all of a sudden the hair came back full force, and I just haven't went back in and paid another $1,000 to get the laser hair removal done again. So with that being said, I wanted to show you guys my bare face, completely bare because I have not even shaved this side of my face, because I want to show you guys what the power of makeup does to help me go from what I look like now to what I'm going to look like here shortly with this side of my face done, full on makeup. So I also wanted to do a little bit of a spin on this makeup look because I'm going to do a drugstore version of the power of makeup. Every item that I'm using today, with the exception of a couple of my brushes, are going to be all drugstore items. NYX, Maybelline, e.l.f., Wet n Wild, Makeup Revolution, and Pixie. So yeah, and I guess one item I'm going to be using, it's drugstore price. I'm not sure if it's sold in drugstores in the UK or overseas where I got the product, but it is really affordable. So I hope you guys look forward to seeing my transformation in this video, and I will see you soon. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. I've already moisturized and primed and all that good stuff my face. I used actually a Dermalogica matte moisturizer. Then I'm going to double that up as my primer and moisturizers. So first what we're going to do is get our concealer out because everybody wants to get rid of these dark circles we have under our eyes. And I'm going to be using the NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the darker shade. Is this the dark one? Yeah, in Deep. I've been kind of going back and forth between Deep and Medium for covering up my dark circles. So it does have that orangey color to it, which is going to be really good in concealing all that darkness under our eyes. So go ahead and just put that on there, and then I blend it out with my ring finger. Just a little blend, just so it's not all kind of caked on right there. Then after we have done that, we're going to go in with our foundation. So I'm not going to do any like extra crazy concealing today because, to be quite honest, the items that I use for concealing when I do like really hardcore heavy concealing are not drugstore items, and I wanted to make this a drugstore friendly video for you guys. So I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Better Skin foundation and put like 2 pumps of that on. Oh, that was probably too much. I forgot I'm not doing my whole face. I'm just doing half of it. Whoops. It'll be okay. And then I put a pump of my EX1 foundation in the color, what is this? F400. And just go ahead and mix that up on the back of my hand. If you want, you can use a palette. If you want, you can use a Q-tip to do the mixing, but I was lazy today and I'm using the back of my hand. So we're just going to go ahead and start putting that on our face. And down our neck. Because like I said, guys, I have, you know, all the scarring and hair production, unfortunately, on my neck as well. Alright, so we're going to get that all on there and clean off my hand. And then just start blending it out with a beauty blender. Sorry, I just remembered I need to be talking. So, this is not like full on, like cake face makeup. This is just something, this is kind of something I would do on a daily when trying to get ready, you know, for work or something like that. But I just want to show you guys what doing a little bit to the face and how it can transform you and make you just feel a lot better if you have things on your body, you know, on your face that you find to be something that is bothersome to you. And I wish, you know, I wish I could get back to the point where I did feel completely comfortable leaving my house without a stitch of makeup on my face. But unfortunately, I've not gotten back to that point because my scarring and everything has just gotten worse over the years. I have gotten better to the point where I can go out and I feel okay if I just dot concealer on those areas and then powder my face, I'm okay. But other than that, I've just not gotten to that point yet. So the next I'm going to go in and conceal my under eyes. So I'm going to be using the NYX concealer in the color CW05 and just putting that on under the eye. And when I use this color, which is a 05, has more of a pink tone to it, I like to go in with the yellow HD concealer and just go ahead and paint that on as well, just to kind of create a little bit of a brightening, more of a brightening effect. So then after we have done that, we go back in with our trusty dusty beauty blender and just blend that out. This feels so weird to be doing makeup just to one half of my face. And I'm going to use that kind of as my eyeshadow base for today because I honestly forgot to grab a primer to prime my eyelids. I've never actually used this as a base for my eyeshadow before, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so then after we've got that on there, you can already see, I hope you can see at least, because my lighting is making me look really bright right now. Hope you can see a difference in what this side looks like versus this side. So we're going to go in, and since this is a drugstore friendly version of the Power of Makeup, I'm going to go in with, this stuff won't stop rolling on my desk right now. Stay put. Stay put. Oh, that's a pain. Okay. They're just rolling everywhere. We're going over here. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Cover All Pressed Powder in the color Light Medium. And I'm going to use that to set my under eyes. I really actually like this. If you're doing just like an easy, quick day makeup look, I really do like it to set my under eyes. It's a really nice pressed powder that is pretty finely milled for, you know, like $3 or however much it costs at the drugstore. And just go ahead and powder that up. And then we're moving on to our eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes first. So what I'm going to do for the eyes, I want to use this Wet n Wild, what palette is Comfort Zone palette. I don't have a whole lot of drugstore eyeshadows, unfortunately. Not in a palette form, and I wanted to make sure I used a palette for convenience. So this is one that kind of just reached out to me. That's pretty neutral. So we're going to go in with the eyelid shade as our crease color. Now all these do have a little bit of shimmer in them, which I'm not a huge fan of using shimmer in my crease, but we're going for it because we're doing a look that is going to transform you. And I'm going to transform myself into something that I typically wouldn't do. So just go in, blend, blend, blend. Blend that into the crease. And the way I like to blend is just back and forth, and then little tiny circles. Okay, and then we're going to go into the color right underneath the eyelid color, which is actually the crease color, and then kind of put that here in the outer portion. And just blend. I'm using the same brush because I'm making this easy. Gonna use the deep burgundy color there in that. And then just kind of put that here as well. Which that deep burgundy color did not come out burgundy. Why? Ew, it's coming out like a, okay, we're working with it. I've never used that color before. It looks burgundy in the palette, but when you get it on your eye, that is not burgundy. That is kind of a blackish. That's so not burgundy. Well, that's not what I was going for. I've only ever used like one color in this palette, and it's the one that's similar to MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. So this was a surprise. We're going a different direction, and that's okay. Just keep blending it because that is not the color I thought it was going to be. Okay, so blended that out. Going in with a Wet n Wild brush. Where did it go? Where did it go? My Wet n Wild. I actually really like this brush. It's like $1. I think I got 3 for $1 at Walgreens. And I'm going to go on with that color that is like the MAC Blue Brown Pigment. And pat that all over the eyelid. This color is so pretty. If you don't want to go out and spend the money on MAC's Blue Brown Pigment, this one is damn near spot freaking on. I love it. I have the Blue Brown Pigment, but I have this as well. And sometimes this is just easier because it's already pressed and you don't have to worry about there being fallout or using Fix Plus and all that jazz. So yeah, love it. I'm going to go in with a different brush and back into the original color we put on to blend out the edges, since that other color ended up being a lot darker than I had anticipated. Okay, so after that part is done, I will be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put my eyeliner on and mascara, and I'll be back to finish the rest of the face. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got my mascara on and my liner, and I'm going to go ahead and work on my waterline now. So I'm going to use just a black eyeliner, any old black eyeliner that is blendable, but it's going to sit and stick. I'm going to put that in my waterline. Sorry, I so can't talk doing that. When you're putting your waterline, put a little bit in your lash line as well, and you're going to want to blend it out. So I'm going to go in with the tiny little bitty Eco Tools, yeah, Eco Tools brush, and blend. Blend, blend, blend. And for me, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that darker color that I was not aware was the dark color that I just put in my crease a little bit ago, and put a little bit of that here on the lower lash line. Okay, so that's all blended. And then next we're going to go ahead and start working on the rest of the face. So we're going to... What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of a bronzer on, which is actually a face powder from CoverGirl, because I find it blends a lot better when you want a matte bronzer. Blends a whole lot better on your face. So let's go ahead and start putting that on there. It's so weird doing just half of my face. So incredibly weird. And just go ahead and put a little bit here up on your hairline. And then I want to go over that with another like baked bronzer that has a little bit of sheen to it. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. baked bronzer. What color is this? Color Maui. So just go in with that and just add a little bit of that over it. A little bit on my forehead as well. Okay, and then we're going to go in with some blush. I'm going to be using a Pixie blush in the color Purest Peach. And I like this for like a nice summery sheen on the cheeks. Let's go ahead and pop that on. Oh, this looks so crazy with half my face done. And then what we're gonna do is work on that good old eyebrow. And I'm gonna be using my NYX eyebrow pencil, micro pencil situation. It's like the Anastasia, it's almost identical to the Anastasia pencil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush those babies up, comb back, and fill it on in. Now I do have fairly full eyebrows as it is, but they're not full all where they need to be full, so I do like to go in and just kind of perfect them a little bit. Okay, that looks alright. I like to kind of make a angry kind of face at times to see like where I want my arch to be. That's a horrible face, I know. And I apologize, but yeah. For me, it just kind of helps me see where I want that arch to be. When I got my eyebrows waxed the last time, she kind of took my arch off and it was just kind of straight. So I kind of had to start etching that in a little bit. And then just go ahead and fill in. And I personally, I've tried the whole feather in the front of my eyebrows. I like mine to be a little more boxy. I just do. And some people hate it, I know, but whatever. It's my eyebrow. Some days I'm doing natural looks. I do try not to like box it off too much. But I'm doing it today. Whatever. It's my eyebrow. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I do. Alright, so look at the difference between the brows. That's crazy. Okay, so we're done with the eyebrow, the face, the eyes, and now we need to do some brow tint. So my eyebrows are, I use, what color? I'm just all over the place. Sorry guys. I use the color ash brown because for me, it makes my eyebrows look more natural, not as dark, because my hair is not pitch black. And yeah, when I use too dark of an eyebrow pencil, it looks kind of crazy. So I like to lighten them up just a little bit. So as you can tell, it is quite a bit lighter than this brow, but I prefer that for my hair because in the sunlight you can see the actual natural color of my hair, which is not black. It's like a auburny, brownish, reddish color. Yeah, I guess auburn is brownish red, but whatever. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and move on to a lip, and we'll go find one real quick. Okay, for the lip, I'm going to be using a Jordana lip liner in the color Coco Loco, and we're going to get on in there and be lining them lips. Okay, so there we go. Looking crazy. Completely crazy. Oh my god, this is crazy looking. Alright, and this is going to show you guys how crooked my mouth actually is when we do this whole lip thing. Because it's crooked and you can see it really big time when I have this dark lip on one half of my lip. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video of the power of makeup. I hope you enjoyed watching me go from this to this and how of a crazy change it is to see your face. I've never seen my face half and half before, so it's kind of crazy. I know it's not like a drastic difference, but it definitely shows what makeup really can do and how it can enhance features on your face and disguise things you might want to have disguised. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am going to be trying to get more videos up here shortly. It is kind of challenging with my work schedule and all that jazz, and I like to film when I'm by myself at home, and sometimes that is kind of hard. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. It took a lot for me to kind of put myself out there and let you know what really is going on with the scars that I have on my face. And anyways, so again, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!